Kermit, it sounds like you don't know a lot about Dessou's injury, or you think that you haven't ruled him out completely. What about Scottie Pippen Jr.? What are you hearing there? And has this affected your preparation in any way?
You know, I just, like you, Parrish, just what I read. You know, I think that Jerry maybe made a statement that Dessou was having maybe a procedure today. That's all. I hope I'm not talking out of turn at all. I just know that, you know, Junior didn't play in the game against Tennessee, and not sure, you know, his availability. We're preparing like he's definitely going to play in the game, and if he is, I mean, he's in top 2 or 3 point guards in our league for sure. And but I just know Jerry's personality and the fight in that team, and we're going to have our hands full regardless.
Go to Tyler.
Kermit, what does Vanderbilt do that poses a challenge against the team's defense?
You know, I think they run really good offense. I mean, they spread you out. They do a great job of, in their ball screen offense, of occupying weak side defenders with different things. They've got great spacing. And when Pippen's involved, I mean, there's not a handful of guards in college basketball that can play downhill, can shoot it, and just read secondary defenders. I mean, he's terrific at it. And, you know, he's having a great year. And so they pose a lot of problems, just their spacing to everybody in our league.
Go to John.
Kermit, I mean, obviously you guys, ESPN just projected you guys as one of the bubble teams right on the cusp of getting into the tournament. What have your conversations with your players been like about that topic? Has it been brought up a lot, and kind of how are you kind of handling like being so close in these last games even mattering that much more?
Yeah, you know, I've said it before, is that, you know, our guys read, they see Joe Lunardi, they're Jerry Palm, they can follow the net, they can follow the BPI, and we can give you our stats and all that kind of stuff. But I really kind of says that guys going to the Missouri game, I consider this postseason. We're in postseason right now. And I think the last 3 games, the last 4 games, just postseason play. And everybody's fighting their way in it. We just got to stay in the fight, control what we can control. And, you know, we probably have holes in our resumes, just like everybody's got holes in their resumes, those last 10 or 12 teams. I mean, so you're just trying to keep winning and playing your best at the end.
Do you have like a rough estimate, you think, of what you guys will need to do to get in, or not really? I mean, what do you kind of think like you need to do?
You know, our first year when we went, they really thought the magic number was 10-8. Now, we'd beaten Baylor in the non-conference. We didn't get that opportunity this year, you know, because the Cayman Islands tournament with some really good teams. Memphis game got canceled, so we didn't have as a lot of opportunities as we normally do. So I really don't know with COVID. I just don't know. I mean, is it 11-7? Is it 10-8? You know, you just don't know. We just got to just try to win, and then I think, you know, the conference tournament's going to be huge for a lot of those 10 or 11 teams, you know, trying to make runs in that tournament, and I think we're all kind of in the same boat. But it's good. But it's good to be mentioned, you know, right there. I mean, everybody's playing for something, and so that's fun. That's what we're all doing it for.
Ben, go ahead.
Kermit, we seemingly talk regularly about Devontae and Jarkel and Melo, guys like that, but what do Luis and KJ, especially the last couple of weeks, what do they do not only defensively but just in areas that maybe not show up in the box score that really help this team to win 5 or 6?
Yeah, I mean, in the SEC, Ben, Luis Rodriguez is one of the most unsung guys in our league. I mean, he could easily be the best defender, perimeter defender in our league. He may not show up with all the steals and blocks, but he's got a great presence. He's just one of those guys that, you know, when he's off the floor, you just feel it. KJ Buffin, over the last 2 weeks, when he got his first start in some time and he earned it, he's just playing kind of how we think KJ should play. And I think, you know, both those guys will be just critical for us going down the stretch.
Go to Jerry.
Yeah, Kermit, I wondered how, I guess it's obvious, but how important is Devontae Shuler to what you guys get done?
Yeah, you know, and it's just, he's really had a great senior year. And, you know, it's guy's been around here for 4 years, 3 years for me, 1 year with AK, how he's gotten better. You know, the first year he was kind of the third option with, Terrence, Davis, who's a pro, and Brian Tyree's doing a great start in the G League. Then last year's kind of secondary, with Brian, and now it's his team. And Jerry, it's really, really important, that he's trying desperately to get our team into postseason play his senior year because he feels like it's his team. And I do. I think he kind of had a little blip against Mississippi State, one of those nights, shot the same balls, didn't go in. But really over the last probably 5 weeks, Jerry, he's playing as good as any guard in our league.
And I also wanted to ask you about playing a zone defense and half-court trapping and that sort of thing. What is that a product of? How is that? It seems synonymous with you.
Well, Jerry, I did it, probably started, I think it was 2011 was the first time we did it at Middle Tennessee. And it evolved with a buddy of mine, Tim Jankovich, who we're great friends at SMU. And we get together every year for a couple days, talk ball. And we're sitting, I think we're in Indianapolis 1 year before the season started. A couple days just, toss around ideas. And at the end of the trip, we started talking about zone. He goes, you may look at this, this, and this. And kind of gave me the schematics. And always tell him, Jerry, he was too chicken to run it. And I think my team was so bad defensively that I just said, I'm going to try it. And it just stuck. And then from there, it's kind of evolved, and the whole thing. And it's kind of become a thing that our guys really, really believe in. And it's helped us. It helps through the years. And probably the last thing I'll say about it, Jerry, at Middle, it probably helped us really escalate us to be able to beat some Power 5 teams that maybe we normally couldn't have because it was just different. At the time. It's caught on. A lot of teams are running it right now, but it's been good for us.
Thanks.
Go back to Ben.
Kermit, after the day off on Sunday, you mentioned how the edge came back against Missouri. Has that desperation, that edge, chasing the bubble, have you seen that return this week in practices?
Yeah, we took off Wednesday, and then yesterday we went for about an hour and 5 minutes. Today we're not going to do hardly any contact. That's just kind of where we are. I think our guys there's a live gym yesterday. I sure hope it's a live gym here in about 15 or 20 minutes, preparing for Vanderbilt. And because you're right, I mean, we're desperate teams and, trying to control the practices and the games. And hopefully our guys will come out with great juice tomorrow.